If you're looking to bring in more sales or leads and increase your revenue like our clients did, you can do that in 5 steps with Facebook ads, and I'm going to show you how. And yes, everything I'm about to show you still works even after all the lawsuits and the privacy updates and all the bad things you've heard about Facebook. I know this because I'm Brandy with Life Marketing, the digital marketing agency that helps small businesses grow, and we've tested all of these steps out on ourselves and other small businesses recently. These aren't strategies that we tested 4 years ago. They work now. And make sure you watch to the end because step number 5 is one that could really make or break your business as a whole. All right, so the first step you want to take before you start running your ads is to upload custom audiences. These are the 5 main custom audiences you want to create in your ad account and why. Number 1, upload a customer list, name, email, and phone number of any customers you've had. You'll use this to either retarget them if your business is one that generates repeat purchases, or you'll use this to exclude them from your ad audience if you don't want to waste ad dollars advertising to people who already converted. Number 2, if you have a separate list of email subscribers but they're not yet customers, upload those as a separate list. You can retarget this list with ads made just for them. Number 3, you're going to then use Facebook to create an audience of people who have engaged with you on Facebook and Instagram, be it post engagement, video views, etc. You can see we have audiences of people who've engaged with our Facebook and Instagram in the last 30 days. Same thing here, you can retarget these audiences with ads made exclusively for them and where they are at in your sales funnel. People who visited your website are probably further along in that funnel than people who just watched a couple of your Instagram videos, so they shouldn't be getting the same ads. What we're doing in this step will set you up later to segment your audiences appropriately. Number 4, if you have any sort of confirmation page on your website that indicates a purchase completed or lead information received, you'll want to create an audience for that here so that you can exclude them from your ad audience to, again, avoid advertising to people who have already converted. You can see we've done that here with people who have landed on our contact form thank you page. That means they've already filled out our contact form and are in our system. We also have an audience of people who have landed on any of our questionnaire pages because that means they've already become a client. We did not manually upload these lists. We created this audience through the website source so that it's always up to date. And then finally, number 5, if your customer list is over 1,000 in size, you're going to create a lookalike audience out of it. You can see that we've made a lookalike audience here of our client list. Now, lookalikes have been a little controversial over the last few years since the Apple privacy update in the sense of whether they work or not. Lookalike audiences are audiences that Facebook creates by analyzing your customer list and finding more people on Facebook who look like those people. So even though lookalike audiences include a cold audience of people who've never heard of your brand before, they're probably the warmest cold audience there is because they have similar attributes to the people who have converted and bought from you. The reason businesses started veering away from using lookalikes was because back when the Apple privacy update happened and people started opting out of being tracked on Facebook, Facebook could no longer perform this task like it used to. But despite all of that, lookalikes have still been working for our clients. Take a look at this e-commerce client of ours. I'm sparing the name and other details for confidentiality, but you can see we got 83 purchases for them last month alone, using a cold lookalike audience at $13.62 per purchase, giving them a 10.21 return on their ad spend. Here's another client we're using a lookalike audience for. Again, these are just 30 days of results from last month. We drove over 1,400 leads for this photography client. Now, if this is the first time you're hearing about custom audiences and you want a more step-by-step tutorial of how to set these up, I will link this video for you below to watch next. All right, so step 2 is to choose the right campaign objective. Depending on how long it's been since you set up a Facebook ad, these might look a little different to you. So it's important to get familiar with these because choosing the right or wrong objective can cause the success or the utter failure of the rest of your campaign. You want to choose the objective that best matches the goal you have. I've seen a lot of business owners come in and they've been running traffic campaigns because they said they wanted more website traffic. But then they come to us because they're like, I haven't been getting any sales at all from this website traffic. And I'm like, I know, you need to be running a sales campaign. The problem is that Facebook will optimize your ads for your campaign objective. That means if you run a traffic campaign, Facebook is going to show the ad to people within your target audience who are likely to click. But if you run a sales campaign, Facebook will show the ad to people within your target audience who are likely to click and convert. If you look at the little descriptors under each campaign, you'll see under sales, It says find people likely to purchase your product or service. They actually mean that. So if you're in e-commerce and want to run product ads, or in general just want to increase sales on your website, this is the campaign for you. If you are B2B or a service-based business and your goal is to capture leads, you want to choose the leads campaign. In this campaign, you can set it up to either track lead conversions on your website, like how many people fill out your contact form, or you can set up a lead form directly in Facebook so leads can submit their contact information to you without ever leaving the Facebook platform. Now, if you say, I'm neither, I don't sell products online and I don't convert leads online, maybe you're fully a brick and mortar business like a restaurant or a car wash, etc., then I would suggest using the engagement campaign, which optimizes for things like video views, post engagement, and messages. You can drum up a lot of brand awareness that way and help the right local audience find you online so that they can then visit you in person. So nail down your business goals and then pick the campaign that best reflects those. Step 3 is to segment your audiences and run multiple ad sets. This is where what we did in step 1 is going to come back into play. Ad sets are the second of 3 layers in your ads manager, and it houses the audience, budget, and placements. So the ad set is where you tell Facebook who to show the ad to, where on the app to show the ad, and for how much or how long. Like I said earlier, people are going to be in different parts of your sales funnel and therefore should be receiving different ads from you. For instance, if someone has only ever seen 2 of your Instagram reels and on the explore page, they're not even a follower, that person would likely benefit from ads that are more educational, helpful, and value-packed. Whereas someone who has added to cart on your website but not yet purchased needs to be sent a product ad with that exact product in it. So overall, you want to have 2 to 4 ad sets, 1 or 2 of those that's for a cold audience, one of them being the lookalike audience, and 1 or 2 that's for a retargeting audience. But keep in mind that each ad set will have its own ads and therefore need its own budget to fuel it. So at bare minimum, you want to have 1 cold ad set to fill the top of your funnel with new people, and then 1 retargeting ad set that's going to retarget them until they convert. Because remember, people need to see your brand several times before they feel comfortable and confident enough to buy from you. You'll always see that we run retargeting campaigns for our clients for that reason. The client from earlier that we looked at that got 83 purchases from using a lookalike audience, we then got another 48 purchases using a retargeting audience at about $3 cheaper too. When you're editing or creating your ad set, under the audience section, you may have to click a button that says use original audiences or something like that. I've already clicked it, so mine's prompting me here to go back to using Advantage Plus audiences. But this is where you can select to include or exclude the custom audiences we made in step 1. And just as a note, the 5 custom audiences I had you create earlier are just the most common 5. You can get into the nitty-gritty and create whatever custom audiences that make sense for your business. For instance, you can see that we've created an audience of people who visited our career pages so that we can exclude them from this audience, because people trying to get a job with us are not our target audience of small business owners. Look at this e-commerce client of ours in the automotive industry. We're generating a lot of add to carts in 2 campaigns and then retargeting those and getting sales in the other 2. So however it makes sense to segment your audience, do that. I promise you it will make all the difference in the world in your Facebook ads. Step 4 is to A/B test Advantage Plus for yourself. Advantage Plus is Facebook's tool in your ad account where it makes a lot of the choices for you. You just saw a few moments ago that Facebook wants Advantage Plus to select the audience for us in our ad set. It wants Advantage Plus to make decisions at every turn, the campaign settings, your ad set placements, your ad creatives, and so on. If you're completely new to Facebook ads, I can see why this would sound enticing, but as good as Facebook's intentions may be here, it's not always the best move. There are a lot of instances where I would advise you to set up the campaign manually, selecting your audience being one of them. However, in some cases, Facebook offers the option to A/B test. You can see down here, if I scroll to placements, it gives me the option to run a 4-day A/B test to compare my manual placements against what Advantage Plus would select for me. Now, it will split your budget in doing this. So what it does is allows you to create this manual campaign, and then it duplicates the ad set and adds in it in an ad set where Advantage Plus selects the placements. So if you're going to try out Advantage Plus, I would do so in an A/B test. But otherwise, I would do everything manually to ensure that it's the way that you want it. And if you need a step-by-step tutorial on how to do that, check out this video next. That said, there is one Advantage Plus feature that I would never, ever, ever use. Which brings us to step 5. Make sure all the Advantage Plus creative features on your ads are turned off. Turned off. Facebook will automatically assume you want some or all of them on, and even when you do turn them all off, you have to turn them off again. Can we tell this feature has traumatized me? Okay, so you can see here we're in the ad level and you scroll down to Advantage Plus Creative. It says tailor your ad for the person viewing it by letting us automatically optimize your creative. This can help improve performance. False. Even as I was making this screen share, you can see it has one enhancement turned on, and I swear to y'all, I turned them all off the day before this. Facebook really wants these turned on. So just triple check your ads after you've set them up to make sure that they're still turned off, and I'm about to show you why. Click edit and you'll see all the optimizations Facebook wants to make for your ads. It wants to add your image, add a song, make text adjustments, and so on. You can see that even though I had all optimizations turned off, it somehow turned the music one back on. So I want to turn that back off again now for the third time. But specifically looking at the image template option, that gray box on top of our image where it says get a free proposal was created and added by Facebook. And one time, these options turned back on by themselves, and the box was like a deep forest green color with the same black font. So not only was it not our branding at all, but it was hard to read with the black on dark green, and it looked terrible. So as a business owner, you might come across your own ad on Facebook if it's a retargeting ad and you've been on your website recently, and you might feel the same horror that I did coming across your ad with it looking completely different than how you set it up. This is what's happening. It's Facebook's Advantage Plus making its own judgment call about what looks good and sounds good on your ad, and I just wouldn't give Facebook that kind of creative freedom yet. Brand recall plays a huge part in moving people down your sales funnel and converting them into a customer. And Facebook's additions to your ads are not going to help with brand recall or brand consumer trust, and therefore they have a good chance of deterring conversions.